So today on the Fixit Shed, I'm going to be taking a look at this breakaway switch on this trailer. It should have a loop on the end of it that you would connect to your tow vehicle, but that seems to have broken off. And what it does is, if for some reason the trailer would become decoupled from the tow vehicle, this would pull and it would pull this pin out and two contactors would come together and it would activate the brakes on the trailer so that the trailer wouldn't just run away, it would slow itself down and come to a stop. But, you know, without this loop, it's not very useful. You know, it needs to be long enough to reach the tow vehicle. And I'm also having trouble actually getting it to pull out. Let's see if I can do it with this. Grab a hold of it. Okay, it does pull out. All right. But anyway, so when I bought this trailer, it came with a new breakaway switch. So I'm just going to replace the whole switch. Probably could, if the plastic pull-out piece is the same, you probably could just put the new plastic pull-out piece in there. But I have the new one. I'm going to put the new one in. But there's only one bolt that holds it to the frame, and then there's just a couple of wires that we have to disconnect. Alright, so I wanted to show you some of the wiring on the trailer, but a lot of it's been painted over, so it all just looks like black wire, and even the parts where you can see the colors, the color scheme on the wiring isn't right. So I'm just going to explain what you should see if you're working on a trailer. Looking at these first four outside wires, there's a brown wire, a yellow wire, a green wire, and a black wire. So the black, it's actually not a black wire, it's a white wire, but I can't draw white on a whiteboard. So those are for your turn signals and brake lights and running lights. So we're not going to worry about too much of those. The next wire up, there's a purple wire, and that's for a reverse light if you have one. The red line is a power line. So that should come in and go to the positive on the battery, and that keeps the trailer breakaway battery charged while you're driving. And then there's the blue line. The blue line goes back to your brakes, and it activates the electric brakes on the trailer. Okay, so this is your battery. This is the switch that I'm installing. So what happens is, there should be one wire that comes to the positive terminal on the battery. I actually spliced it right off of the red line that's going in. That will work just fine. And then the other wire comes out and it connects to the blue line. So if you pull the breakaway cable, it makes a connection in this box, and then that will connect the positive line, the positive power, to the blue line and activate the trailer brake, so that if the trailer separates from the tow vehicle, it pulls on this line and makes the connection, and that activates the brakes so that the trailer comes to a stop rather than continuing to freewheel down the highway. Alright, so the top of the screw, or the bolt that holds it on, is right here. So it's nice and flush with the top of the rail, so I don't have to worry about it being rusted, but I am going to just spray it with a little bit of penetrating oil. Make it easy as possible to get it out. Alright, now we're just going to remove this bolt. Okay. Alright, and now the wires are the only thing still holding this breakaway switch on. Alright, so now that it's loose, let's see, these wires come up this way. I'm just going to cut these off here, and I'm going to just splice right into these. It doesn't matter which one's which, so yeah, because you're just going to complete the circuit, so we can cut either one, or I mean, we don't have to remember which one is which. I'm just going to cut them both off. That's got a date on it of 1093, so that's what, October of 1993. And I've got all kinds of like dirt that's like falling out of here. It's picked up stones maybe and dirt stuff just from riding along the road, but you can hear rattling, so it may not have been very effective. It's pretty rusty in there. Alright, So here's the nice new shiny one. So got way more wire than we're gonna need. So, but then this is the cable that's gonna attach to your vehicle. So that's gonna be quite a bit longer than the old one. That was broken, yeah. So that should reach up to the vehicle. That'll be fine. It does have a tag on it that says do not use for parking brake. And the reason why is because this battery is what's powering it. So if you use it for a parking brake and go away, you're going to drain your battery. All right. Yeah. All right, again, this is going to attach right here. So we don't need a ton of wire. You know, this much is probably more than enough. All right, so where's my bolt? I'm gonna put the bolt back in here to hold this in place. Just gonna do hand tight for now. I'll tighten it up after I get it all done. These are just some taps so that I can get, so this is, you just put one wire in on one side. Oops, get in there, okay. And, well, let's put the other wire on the other side. We'll do that first. There, that one's all the way in. Okay, and then put this in on the other side. And then I'm gonna crimp this down with my gooseneck pliers here. All right, I think that can go down a little bit more here. There we go. Now that's all the way down. And then you just put this cover over it. All right, that one's good. Let's do the other side. This one should be a little bit easier. All right, I'm just gonna put that in all the way. Push this one through until I can feel it on the other side. All right. And crimp it down. Not really crimping. Just pushing it down so that it pierces the wires. There we go. Okay, that should be a good connection. All right, and then we can just tuck that back in here, out of the way. I might use a zip tie or two just to hold everything in place so it doesn't move around and get caught on anything. All right, now that I have everything in place, I'm going to tighten this back up. Alright, that's good and tight. Alright, so if you got something out of this video, please be sure to give it a thumbs up. And if you want to help this channel out, please consider subscribing or becoming a member by clicking the join button below. Thanks for watching. Take care.